Hello and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We are continuing our playthrough here as the Gizurean, and hopefully we'll make some progress today. We definitely want to start taking over more of their territory, so that is our primary focus today. The big thing is we want our retrofit fleets, which is the thing we did last episode, is just kind of retrofit everything. And the main benefit of that is that it will cause all the ships to retrofit to new designs that have automatic fuel generation, so we won't end up in a situation like this where our defense fleet has zero fuel and is never going to make it anywhere. So I also built like a couple dozen independent fuel tankers because we only had 4 that were outside of the fleet. I know we have them in the fleet, but I think just having some independent fuel tankers flying around and just helping out might make a difference. If we look at the invasion fleet, I think we left off here prepping to come take over this world. So hopefully that will go okay. And then the other ones, most of the invasion fleets are still set to retrofit. Some of them are going to attack, it looks like. Not overly confident that's going to be successful. They keep invading this planet, which is fine because I have a ton of troops on here. So I am not concerned about them taking back that planet anytime in the immediate future. They might, but I just don't. They don't have a ton of troop strength, so I'm not overly concerned about it. What I am concerned about is making sure that we making progress here. So go ahead and target our invasion fleet. Like we're all up on that. So let's attack the spaceport. Alright, let's go ahead and invade this planet. I imagine this will be extremely successful. Colony has been scoured. Go ahead and rebuild all the relevant stuff. We will scoop up whatever troops we can. And then we will head off to the next planet. Or the next closest planet that we can, anyway. We can go ahead and flag that for takeover. Alright, I think that's a fair amount of groups. Alright, where's the next spot we were going to target? Was there somewhere else in the system? There was. There's another planet over here, so let's go ahead and just prep on getting over there and landing. And I don't know if we're going to be within the gravity well range. We might be, so it might be a little bit of a slow ride to get over there. Crino, that's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, they're going to win this one. Where's this at? Alright, so it's right over there. Alright, so we're just kind of stuck over here. Which fleet is this? Fleet 9? You have some troops, not a lot though. I don't think enough to take this planet. Alright, let's go ahead and queue up some more research. Faster construction speed just helps us retrofit quicker, so there's certainly not any harm in doing that. Wherever we can indicate more damage, the happier I will be. Alright, that should be good for now. We did lose our colony, which is unfortunate. That's going to not be great for our war weariness. I did, by the way, between episodes, I switched our government to Way of the Ancients just because the bonuses were way better. So I figured probably a good idea to go ahead and do that. Looks like we still got a ton of retrofitting going on. Let's pop over here and see how this is going. I hope... Yeah, they're being dumb. Well, maybe they're not as dumb as I think. My guess is they're stuck in gravity well, so hopping out and hopping back in directly at the planet is probably more efficient than flying over there. Even though it's a long path. Oh. Canceled our agreement, huh? Well, that's a little spicy. I am curious. If I look at this, the engine, okay, so it's up to 93,000 maximum thrust. And the Omni Vector is 800 vectoring thrust. So it's definitely increasing in speed. I'm curious where all the troops are being generated because we're up to 1800 troops, but none of my people are scooping up troops. So I imagine they exist over in this general area, like 38,000 there, 32,000 there, 24,000 there. So there's a decent amount built up in our 4 worlds. But is there anything closer to where the invasions are happening? I'm almost wondering if that's part of the issue. There's just nothing close by to where these guys are. Like, why are you going to attack something when really you should be scooping up troops? Is there just no troops in the area? Feels like there's troops over here. Can I not? There we go. Load troops. Oh boy, what are we doing here? We are invading. They have a decent defense here. I'm actually not confident we're going to win at all. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose. We landed more troops, but I still think... there we go. Finally swing in our favor. Mostly because we're destroying the buildings. That's what's making the difference here. All right, where is this in relation to where our colonies are? Interesting. So we must have actually clicked it to invade, which wasn't the intention. That's okay. All right, let's go ahead and terraform to repair the damage. And then I think Invasion Fleet 1 would be pretty safe to just fly anywhere. They seem to really want to get over here and take this planet, so maybe we should prioritize that. You know, it'd probably be good to maybe clear out anything out of this system. We'll just manually control Fleet 1 while we're trying to figure out and automate the rest of these systems. Yeah, they own all of these planets. We gotta take this system out. We got some people piled up in here. We need to queue up some more research real quick. So let's go ahead and do that. Improved attack is always a good move. Keep the ball rolling. Alright, I manually told you to come over here. Oh, they're not in hyperspace anymore. I wanted to see how fast they were going now that we indicated that or now that we have so many text research to improve hyperdrive speed. Hey, we took that planet. Took a little doing, but looks like we finally got it. And most of the facilities seem intact. So let's just go ahead and build that repair. Might as well build another gravity well generator. Whatever. Gravitic net. There's a difference. Alright, so do we own everything in the system now? I think we do. They still have one planet lingering up here. Would be nice to take it just because. Period. Because. But also, it would consolidate our space here. Let's go ahead and send up the bombard fleets since they're just doing nothing anyway. I think we can go ahead and bombard the system without much difficulty. I'd probably retrofit these fleets. I don't know if we redesigned the bombard ship to have the fuel generation. I think we did. I just cannot remember. Alright, let's top up these fleets. They're kind of stuck. A little unfortunate. Alright, looks like we are flying over there, which is good. I really should have unlimited range with these ships now that they all have fuel generators. Alright, how's the progress going over here with loading troops? Looks like we loaded some, but definitely not a lot. Alright, we're gonna put you back on invade. I don't know where you're going or what you're trying to do, but that's okay. It looks like we still got some retrofitting going on here. I'm gonna drop off these ones that are kind of holding everything up. Uh-oh. Like they are winning over here. They're taking all these little planets that we've been colonizing. A little unfortunate. Right, those are actively retrofitting. You guys are done. I don't know why. Right, where are you at? You're up here. Ah, we had just taken this planet. Now you're running somewhere else to take another one. Like Azimol 1 is the current focus. Let's go ahead and look at the enemy targets screen and look at war colonies. You can see, yep, a bunch of people committed to that. Some committed to the other one. I'm a little surprised that we have not refilled our ships. I guess the fleets are feeling strong enough in a group. All right, what are you doing over here? That's right, we flew you back home because then we wanted to put you on automate, and then we wanted to hit stop to make you reconsider, and then we were gonna send you, or hopefully you were gonna start loading troops now that you had a plentiful pile of troops around you. We started bombarding that colony, so I want to go over there and make sure we're not overly aggressively bombarding that colony. We don't necessarily want to destroy it, although it's not the end of the world if we do. All right, attack defense. We're just going to keep piling on as much as we can, because even defense is useful protecting the actual planet. Although it looks like the Titans are really what makes the difference here. So is it just improving the Titans? It looks like it. If that's the case, I think we definitely should focus on that a little bit, making some Titans. Go ahead and look at our troop situation. We definitely have Titans. Where is this planet? We have many troops here. Ah, on the opposite side of the galaxy. Well, that makes sense. I'm gonna manually cause some of these to go load up over there. Like this one that we just flew back over in this direction. I think this is a great opportunity to load up troops. We're gonna load troops there. That looks like it's all of them, so let's just do those two and then we'll set them back on. Well, we'll fly them manually somewhere, then we'll set them back on automatic. But that scoops up a whole bunch of troops. Let's see if we could find any other places that are kind of ridiculously overstocked with troops. You're pretty full of troops. I've already lost where that was because I zoomed in. I feel like it was somewhere over in this area. It's 24,000. I got to imagine there's troops over here. There definitely is. Let's go ahead and manually load those up if we can. Don't know where this fleet is. Stuck over here somewhere. Maybe. Ah, it's over there. Alright, where is Fleet 1? We had moved it over in this general area. But I think we were going to try to take this planet, right? Is that the point of this? I mean, we might as well. We're right here. Where are these guys going? Wandering off somewhere? It'd be nice once we take this, we'll get that defense fleet back. We just gotta wait for the rest of these to get a little closer. Not that it matters. I'm sure the troops that are on these would do just fine with taking this. Okay, can I click on the planet? I don't want bomber, assault bomber. Let me invade the planet. Okay, can I destroy the bomber then? Okay, please let me click on the planet. There we go. Think we clicked on the planet? There we go. Alright, nothing like a little light colony scouring. Go ahead, build that. Build the gravity well, give them a taste of their own medicine. Definitely need to scoop up as many troops as I can right back from that planet. While we're at it, let's hop over to the old colony ship screen and make sure that we are set on all of these to never retreat. All right, we took one of their planets. Like we took repulsed. So they must have tried to invade at the same time we were attacking. That does appear to be the case. It looks like this guy is loaded up. So let's go ahead and get them back into the fray. I think we're gonna fly over here and then, well, actually, let's retrofit the fleet just to make sure there's not ship in there that's not yet been retrofitted, and then we will go ahead and do that. Did we load up everything we can? No, this other fleet is almost there though. They'll load up the rest. We still attacking Azimal 1. It does look to be that way. So it looks like they started the invasion without everybody being there. We'll go ahead and queue up some techs again because we can. Might as well do sensors. Improve targeting. Alright, I don't think at this point we're doing any sort of boarding or assaulting, so that's probably not worth it at all. But the engine stuff is. So we'll go ahead and let that keep running. Right, Invasion Fleet 1 is hopefully loading up most of the troops that they can. Looks like they have. Nope. Alright, we're going to tell it to load troops again. I think more troops had become available since we initially invaded. Alright, we're up to 34,000 troop strength on that fleet. Is there any other place over here we can take or should take? Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything else is owned by... Oh, no. Okay. Yalant 3 is an enemy planet. So is this. So we really do have to take all of them. That's right. I looked at that earlier. The shade difference is throwing me out. I got to get used to that. Well, hopefully not for long. I'll just take over all their planets and then I won't have to worry about it. But for the time being, you know, I never checked to see how this bombardment was going. Did our bombard fleet get annihilated? They might have never made their way over here. Or are still in the process of making their way over there. Alright, let's check out these other manual invasion fleets we set up. Looks like we're still working our way through to go try to scoop up some more troops. You're going to retrofit over there. Which means I'm going to fly you over here and have you retrofit at our core planet. Although it looks like you're fine. I think everything has maximum fuel. But I got to move in that direction anyway. Yeah, we are not doing too well on this planet. Looks like we're kind of piecemeal invading. And then all these generals are dying as a result of that. He's not good. We got no problems up in orbit. Fine, you guys got like no troops. At least this retrofit's happening pretty quick. This fleet's still making its way over to Azimal 1. So hopefully those 12k troops can help make a difference, although I'm not overly confident it will, given how rough it's been so far. Keep bumping up that reactive rating. These techs are getting more expensive, so I'm hoping we'll get to a point where it actually starts taking a little more time. Not that, you know, it's normal for anybody to want these techs to take more time. I wish I could press a button here that just says automate tech research, and the AI would just plow through the list automatically over and over again. So I don't have to come in here and constantly click. They're almost over here now. Invasion Fleet 12 is done retrofitting, so we're gonna fly them over here to join the party. Tell you to retrofit. Then Invasion Fleet 1, I feel like we move you towards a planet and then probably left you hanging. So let's get back over by that planet, take it over as soon as possible. All right, I think we're ready to attack the planet. I just gotta wait for these things to get a little bit closer. Some of the troops are wounded, but it should be okay. Hopefully. Okay, let's pile on in. I'm guessing we'll do okay. Although I might need to wait a little bit before the next invasion. Interesting that it thinks it needs to refuel. Every ship has unlimited fuel. So I'm wondering why it's like stopping along the way. Alright, Invasion Fleet 9 scooped up as many troops as it could. Sure, we got more over here. I'm just looking for a system that's got a decent chunk of troops in it. Well, our main system certainly does. All right, let's load some troops up from there because we can. Then we'll retrofit them as well. So I regret a little having to manually control them, but I do think in the end it's probably better that I get out there and just keep everything progressing. Otherwise, if I left it automated, they might eventually go scoop up more troops, but it would take time and we wouldn't be invading as fast as we are with the manual intervention. So I think that works okay for now. Oh, I hope they didn't jump too far. They did. You idiots. All right. Let's get back over here and load troops. Not that there's necessarily that many troops left on this planet. Most of them have to stay there because they are fortified. Got some unhappy peoples. At least for now. Alright, you will eventually make your way back across the map. And then we're going to automate you and let you start taking some of that. Looks like our bombard forces made their way back over here finally. Well, maybe not. They do have an energy to fuel converter. Alright, how's the old retrofitting going over here? Looks like we're done. I don't see anything else trying to retrofit here. So, I mean, while we're here, why don't we just scoop up more troops and then we'll scurry on back over to the other side of the galaxy. Alright, you're all set. So let's go ahead and zoom out and get over here. Yeah, we got to get right up in here. These would be good spots to be. Oh, they're not refuel. Okay, I clicked on a... Where I clicked is sending them to quote-unquote refuel. But once they get there, I'm just going to flip them back on automation and let them hopefully start being intelligent about invading. Let's go ahead and retrofit these guys while they're here. I'm going to have you leave the fleet. Anybody who is like out of fuel, I'm just going to kick them out of the fleet. Always rejoin the fleet with somebody else. Much prefer we just top them up. Get some new ships in there that are already appropriately equipped. All right, so we are retrofitting. We have some new ships joining over there. Like we should be in pretty good shape. Tech Fleet 8, I assume. Are you done retrofitting? No. I don't know what you're doing. All right, I assume these guys are all stuck somewhere, and that's why they're taking forever to retrofit. But these are kind of the fleets we need to retrofit most. I almost feel like telling them to disband all of these members. It's almost easier if they get destroyed, because then we could just replace them. All right, let's see what happens there. There are definitely some ships that are lingering. You are retrofitting. You, I assume, have arrived at your destination, or are pretty close to. Yeah, there's just one fuel ship that's kicking around still. So, where do we want to start invading? Well, seems like everybody's having a field day with this planet here, so let's jump in here and take this one if we can. Do a little manual intervention. This guy's now over here, so let's go ahead and set you to invade. And then stop and let you recalculate, figure out what you want to do. I do want to go back to Fleet 1, because I think we were trying to load up troops. But that was taking a while because we were stuck in the gravity well. Which is fine, because we have to wait for some of the happiness to come down here. Alright, what's going on over here now? Invasion Fleet 12. Looks like you do have some of your troops here. So let's go ahead and dogpile on while we already have an invasion going. Try to save at least a couple generals' lives. There we go. Finally got that colony. Pop that back on automate. And now I think those troops are actually going to distribute among all the fleets that are piled up over here, which kind of indirectly reinforces me. Although they don't, it doesn't look like they're going back on the actual fleet I originally sent. That's fine, because it's just going to help everybody else a little bit, I guess. Now this fleet, I imagine, is done retrofitting at this point. I don't know where this guy's at. The H6, he's got an energy fuel converter. He's good. All right, let's looking at all the fuel bars real quick. All looks fine to me. Looks, yeah, almost full for the entire fleet. So let's send these guys over here now. Oh, now you want a restricted trade agreement. Okay. Didn't want one with me before, but now you do. Keep that speed going. The faster we move, the faster we can keep the ball rolling on this. Ground defense is always welcome. Looks like some of our fleets are going after Yolant now, which is good. This massive fleet should have no problem taking out whatever planet it's going to. I have a feeling we bombarded that planet to death. No, apparently not. Still making their way over there for the most part. Although some of them are already there, it looks like. But we definitely killed a bunch of the troops. Oh. Actually, apparently we got there just in time. Let's go retrofit all of these. Because we did manage to take out all the planet. Well, all the buildings on the planet. And all the troops. So that's good. Should be able to hop away. I would hope. No gravity well. Alright, let's see how we're progressing over here. I imagine we're getting somewhat close to being able to do this. Looks like we're piling in over here. Stupidly. Not very efficiently at all. So Invasion Fleet 12 had... Yeah, does not have enough troop strength. Hopefully they don't try that again. Alright, where is this fleet at? Is it over here now? It is. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on invade and then tell it to stop. Let it recalculate its job. There it goes. Actually, wait, where was the actual fleet at? Oh, it's down here. Just the first one got up there. Alright, I think we should probably set these back to aggressive. Maybe they'll start taking out these bases now. Alright, well now they should be able to invade the actual planet. Certainly does seem to take its sweet time actually taking out these orbital batteries, but it is being repaired at the same time we are destroying it, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Alright, well, I guess let's set all of our fleets. Let's go through and just set these back to being a little more aggressive. Alright, we still have not escaped the gravity well. My ignorance has let them somehow get stuck over there for an extended period of time. Would really like to take that planet over, because that would be nice to be done with that. Not have to worry about it. Let's go ahead and just check where else we're going. What about these fleets that are retrofitting? I think it's probably safe to tell them to stop. Let's actually fly them back over here. I think it's worth manually loading some troops. Is there anybody in this general area that has troops? I think there's some over here. I'm gonna have them load that up, and then I'm gonna move them somewhere else. Just try to manually reload some of these fleets that are doing nothing. Invasion Fleet 8's not doing anything. Realistically, loading troops would be a great idea, but for some reason they're not. A lot of troops over here we can reload. You guys are just flying around with no troops. Another one we can definitely do something with here. You got 34,000 troop power over here. Go ahead, load troops up there. Then we can, you know, go load troops there as well. For anybody that's got 0 troops, I'm just going to manually reload them. Because they're... Oh, hey, look, it's automating the reload. Alright, let's look at these guys. How are they not invading this planet yet? I feel like we've been attacking it for a very long time. We're just gonna move everybody physically forward. I guess I need to manually tell them to attack the weapons platform. Maybe they'll kill it a little quicker if we do that. Because at least then all these ships that are sitting over here doing nothing will try to get over there. Alright, there we go. Now we're piling in. Oh, I bet you're ready to end the war. But I am not. Alright, scour the colony. Definitely build that first. Alright, let's reload as many troops as we can. Set you back on invade. Hopefully you'll be a little smarter about automating your invasions. That was kind of silly. I don't know why these ships would have just stood back and done nothing. They are set to aggressive on weaker targets, and it said take the fleet tactics over ship tactics anyway. I'm not really sure why that happened. Like we got some troops starting to load. Not very many. Where else can we get some troops? Like over here there might be some. Go ahead and load those up. How's Invasion Fleet 1 doing? Like it's still being a little silly. Can I not zoom in on it? Looks like the majority of the ships are still trying to get out of orbit here. We really need to get over there and take that planet. Yeah, no more troops are coming out of here. So is there any possibility of using both of these fleets? This one and what is this? Invasion Fleet 12? Yeah, you've got like a combined 7K. Is there any chance of using the two of you to destroy this planet? Probably not, but we could try. So can you bombard this planet? And does it actually destroy anything? My guess is no, because it's nothing that is hitting the actual planet. Although, maybe it is damaging the troops. Some stuff seems to be getting damaged. Well, the troops are definitely gone. Maybe with some luck I can destroy... Look at that. We must be doing enough damage now. Alright, let's stop doing that. We actually don't want to destroy the colony. Oh, I think I had another fleet highlighted when I did that. Ah, it was this fleet. Okay, that's fine. I think we're probably fine to invade the planet with just that one fleet then. Maybe not. No. Let's just attack it just in case. Never hurts to have a little extra. Alright, yeah, we'll definitely win that now. Alright, so Invasion Fleet 1, we can go ahead and set you back on automatic. Invasion Fleet 12, we can put you on automatic. Well, you're probably not going to be smart enough about scooping up the troops. At least this whole system now is in my control. Alright, let's see where these other fleets are. And then I think we can call it an episode after that. Yeah, it looks like you're working your way over here still. Some of these invasion fleets are looking a little light. Okay, you are going to load troops on your own, so we'll leave you alone for the time being. You were loading troops over here, and I think you've already loaded up everything that you can. Yes, you have. Alright, so where's the next closest spot that has a sizable amount of troops? Looks like it's you over here. We're just going to keep manually refilling these and then sending them back and putting them on automated after that. Alright, let's check out where Duran 4 is, because that seemed to be dogpiling on over there. 30 million strength. I see the problem. They need to kill this first. Alright, I need to issue the command to kill the spaceport, otherwise they will just sit there like idiots for an extended period of time. Go ahead and pop to our text screen real quick. Try to load up one last batch of text before we take this planet, and then I think we'll call it an episode. Yikes. Yeah, it's definitely getting a little laggy over here. You know what? Let's back out of this first. Zoom out a little bit and then go into the text screen because that is way too laggy. I don't know if I could even queue stuff up right now. This is pretty rough. All right, well, we'll call it that for now. Let's try to take this planet and then we'll call it an episode because this is getting pretty rough around the edges here. Let's zoom in on here. I think we're good to invade. Oh yeah, that was brutal for them. Let's go ahead and have this fleet load its troops back up. All right, let's load troops and then we'll go back on automated. I don't know why it's not letting us load troops. It's only letting me unload troops. I'm not seeing any arrows though. Interesting. All right, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it an episode there. It sounds like the game kind of needs a reload anyway. We made some decent progress this time around. We're at 374 colonies now. If we look at our colonies screen and we look at requires terraforming, it looks like there's a couple we overlooked and never got around to building the facilities for. So we'll go ahead and pop those down real quick. And then if we look at new colonies and we sort by suitability, which we already are, we pretty much have almost everything that we can. Some of these are disabled, but there's only a couple planets left to try to take. I'm guessing if we look at the tactics on these, some of these are probably set to enemy nearby, and that's why they're not doing what they're doing. All right, we should be good colonizing those planets then. We'll let that do its thing. 595 generals. I'm surprised we still have as many generals as we do. I feel like we had a decent amount of failed invasions and lost a fair amount of generals as a result. We look at our enemies, the Daewoo. They're down to 12 million attack power. They're down to 57 colonies, which isn't actually that much of a decrease. I think it's only 5. We definitely took more than 5 this episode. So my guess is they took a couple smaller colonies away from us, or they colonized a couple things on their own. But we're cooking now that we have a decent quantity of troops in the vicinity. And we are working on reloading the ones that do not have any troops. It's kind of unfortunate I have to manually do that, but it is working. Once I load them up and send them back over here, the automation ticks back in and they are able to keep progressing in our war. So hopefully next episode we'll continue to make even more progress. I imagine a lot of our stuff that we told to retrofit is mostly done. Certainly not all of it, but some of these attack fleets are now back to attacking. If they lose ships that never got around to being retrofit, that's fine, because we can always it's actually beneficial, because then we don't have to wait for them to fly somewhere to retrofit. We can just go ahead and rebuild them. I did have a thought about maybe manually going through and dropping everybody that doesn't have fuel from every single fleet. But I might do that between episodes. That certainly would be extremely boring to try to watch. Yeah. Last thing, let's look at the victory condition. We are at 58%, so we are creeping ever closer. The Daewoo are shrinking, and the Haspis Junction Guild still at 42%. Sizable, but I don't think much of a match. So we are definitely going to go on the offensive with them at some point as well, I imagine, to mop up this campaign. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more content in the future, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.